That is confirmed. I have decided not to run for reelection in the municipal elections next April. It's a very tough decision, but I think the time is right now. Arlington Heights is in a good place. 4 years ago, when I had to make this decision to run for a third term, we were just at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. So I just didn't think it was right to leave the community right at the start of that health crisis. And so the time is right now, though. I do believe we're in a really good place in a number of different respects. And I'm looking forward to spending more time with my family, especially my two young grandkids. Well, it'll be 34 years at the end of my third term as mayor next May. And so I'm very proud of a lot of different things. I would prefer to look at the big picture when I'm looking at accomplishments. And I'm really proud of the quality of life that we enjoy here in Arlington Heights, and also the reputation that our village government has, which I always say is second to none. And that's as a result of the cooperation and partnership and contributions of many, many different people. So I certainly can't take all the credit. I want to thank all of the residents and the businesses and the staff here at the village, and my colleagues on the village board for their contributions over the past almost 34 years now. Well, again, the COVID-19 pandemic was a super big change. We actually came out of it very well. Some of our businesses did better than they ever did, even before the pandemic, as a result of some of the things we did, like in our downtown Arlington al fresco, which is now a really well-known dining destination for not just people in Arlington Heights, but in the surrounding Chicagoland area as well. Certainly the challenge of the redevelopment of the racetrack, which came on after I entered my third term. And we're still dealing with that, and I'm hoping to continue to work on that in the next 10 months. And again, one of the hardest things that I've had to deal with is just to try to make everybody happy, and you can't always do it. And that's one of the hard things of elected office, is that sometimes you have to say no. And that's really been the biggest challenge or the biggest disappointment over the course of my term of service. And I've maintained this philosophy, and I think our village boards over the course of those 34 years have done the same. And that's always make decisions that you feel are in the best interest of the community. And you're not really concerned about personal agendas. You're concerned about what's right and what's in the best interest of our residents and our businesses. And so if you just guide yourself on those principles, then you can never really question yourself. I do feel that a decision will be made by the Chicago Bears within the next 10 months in terms of where their new stadium is going to be located. And we certainly hope it's going to be here in the village of Arlington Heights, but I do think a decision will be made. I know Kevin Warren and others on the Bears team have indicated a desire to move forward as quickly as possible. And so we're still confident and hopeful that Arlington Heights will be determined to be the best location of the new Bear Stadium for the next 50 years. So I'm committed to working on that in the next 10 months, and I'm hopeful about where things are at. Otherwise, I wouldn't be leaving. We've got a really good team here of our own that has been working on it for now 3.5 years. And so we're going to continue to work on it in the next 10 months. The board is really committed and unified in terms of our approach and our belief that Bears redevelopment at Arlington Park will be good for not only Arlington Heights, but the whole Northwest suburban region. So obviously you can't get 9 people all agreeing on everything, but we agree on the general concept that a new Bear Stadium here and the associated redevelopment on that 326 acres is going to provide substantially more revenue that we were getting from the racetrack. And so we're really looking forward to an opportunity, if the Bears do refocus in our direction, to continue to work together with them to try to make that a reality. Yeah, I've made my decision. I'm comfortable with it. And, we're going to have to work with the Bears one way or the other, whether it's a new stadium or as a property owner, our biggest property owner now of those 326 prime acres here in our community. And so I know a new and exciting development is going to be put there for years to come. That's going to be great for our community and the surrounding region. We just don't know what exactly it's going to be yet, but it won't impact my decision. And I don't think it's going to impact the Bears' decision either, what I do personally, because we have a great team that's been working with them for 3.5 years. We're going to continue our approach to try to do something that's in the best interest of not only the Bears, but our community.